if we wanted to focus on initial steps, if somebody comes upon a situation where they need to come to Family Promise for services that you provide, what are some of those initial steps that somebody might take in the community to be able to receive those resources?
Okay. Many times they are referred to us by school systems, by churches, by friends, or even I get phone calls just from people themselves who have seen or heard about us and have the information, and they call. And once they make that initial call, they need to talk and set up time with our director. Our director would first of all go through a list of questions with them and just see if they are probably a good candidate for this program, because this program is not for every homeless family.
Okay.
It definitely isn't. It has a special, the need, like I said, is a sudden need, not something that's long lasting. So they make that initial call, and then our director would set up an appointment with them that they have to get themselves to. We do put a lot of onus on them that they have to take some responsibility. It's not all, it's very difficult as a volunteer to want to do everything for them.
Okay.
But we try to put the onus on them that they have to take some ownership. So they come in, they have an interview with our director, and then they will have another 3-hour vetting period with our case manager, who will go through a whole list of different questions and situations that they have to be aware of. And then the decision really is the family's decision. Once they're vetted and approved for the program, it is up to them whether they want to come into the program or not, because this is a program. It's not a quick fix. It's not, let's pay your rent, we'll do your utility bills. It's a program that they buy into. And then they set goals and, as I said, in different things to help them get back on their feet rapidly.
Okay. So that sounds like the initial steps. So those are the initial steps. Contact the director, and it may come through a variety of different resources,
yes.
Phone calls in, or they may even come to you to the office. Once that process is in place and someone is deemed to be eligible, what would the next steps look like?
They would have various meetings with, first of all, basically the case manager, and they would go through how to set goals that would be attainable for them. What do they need that maybe this family needs this, but this family may need it a little differently. So what works for them? Besides that, actually the family itself, if they have children, they of course will be in their home school, wherever that is. They will be in their home school, and the parent has to make contact with the school to get the I know you know this, to get the transportation and various things that they need from the school system. So that's another step that they would take. They would also have opportunity to, like I said, learn how to save money. Okay. Because some of these families, they can have a job, but they're still homeless because they cannot pay their bills. Okay. So they learn how to save money, they learn how to budget, they learn how to, we've even had people, nutritionists come in and teach them how to make nutritious meals with a little bit of money. How can you do that? What can you do? You know, a lot of these homeless families, unfortunately, they want to go to McDonald's or, you know, Chick-fil-A or whatever. It's not cheap to go there, even though we call it fast food and cheaper. It's really not for these families. So we try to give them those kind of skills. There might be parenting skill classes that we provide. As I said, it's designed for the particular family. So whatever that family might need is what we would do.
Okay. Well, it's good that because let's face it, I think everybody's situation is different.
Yes.
And everybody's needs are different. So it's
Absolutely.
great to hear that you're basically developing a plan and working with families to differentiate what's going to work for them.
Absolutely.
And what their needs are. So that sounds very important.